What's up, guys? Welcome to another war recap. This war we went up against Revienta Cabezas, which through much detective work actually means busting heads, so that was kind of interesting to learn. We smashed them. They were a very underleveled clan, low level heroes, low level walls. You can see the percent difference there and the star difference. They were mostly a go wipe clan, top to bottom, through and through. So even though they did have a Town Hall 11 advantage over us compared to our 3 and a little partial Town Hall 10 there, um, we just kind of crushed them. I'm gonna try to keep this war recap pretty short, as there wasn't they were pretty bad bases. So I won't try to. We'll just keep it short. First up, we're going to have Lord of Winterfell coming in on their number 4. Technically, this is a dip, as he is a Town Hall 10, but as of this replay, he is still only at Town Hall 9 troops. He doesn't have any research done yet. He doesn't have any of his troop space, clan castle, so he's pretty much a Town Hall 9. He had some unfortunate circumstances happen that made him go to Town Hall 10, but that's a story for another day. So he comes at this base from the bottom, lures out the CC, does some nice funneling, double poison there on the drag loon combo, jump spell to get everything to the core. Queen follows in behind nicely, picking off buildings. Hogs come in from the right hand side and the left hand side, gonna kind of sandwich it up there at 12 o'clock ish. Got a nice heal spell as the hogs move into it. Starts his cleanup wizards at about 9 on the opposite side of where the hogs are going to end. So very nicely done there. And oh, I forgot to mention, he does have his spell factory upgraded for that extra spell. But as you can see, he didn't even use it. So pretty much a full Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 9 a hit. So good job, Lord. Haven't seen you in the recap in a while. Next up, oh, small note here. Number 8, number 9, and number 10 are going to be in a separate video here, hopefully in the next day or so. It's going to be all about scouting, planning, things of that nature, so look for that. This one is TB hitting 13 Chris. Looks like a shattered Govaho jump 3 heals. Pretty standard stuff. Similar to what Lore just did. Send in your 2 golems, create a funnel, send in your heroes, jump to get to wherever the bombs, plus CCR to the core. And this is one key thing, is send in your hogs. Don't send them in on the far opposite side of your kill squad. Send them in near to where your kill squad is and have them either go clockwise or counterclockwise, and let your kill squad do some tanking for a while the hogs get those initial defenses down. This will save you, a heal spell right up front, so you can save it for later on once the hogs have separated. And on these kind of, I don't know if these are internet bases for sure, but on these kind of anti 2-star town hall really centered type bases, Shattered Goho and just keeping it simple is pretty reliable. 2 golems tank, create a funnel, jump spell in, hogs for the whole backside with 3 heals. On common internet bases, stuff like that. It's pretty hard to go wrong with that combo. Next up is Radar. I was slightly reluctant to show this base because it is extremely underleveled for a Town Hall 9. But I wanted to showcase here that even with a bad CC kill, you can still have a good attack. Don't let your initial problems and things going wrong hold you up and just feel like you're defeated. So he dropped his king there super early. The loons redirected to the king and got off a couple loon drops, and that pretty much meant the end of his king. His king killed maybe 2 or 3 buildings. He had some poisons on the dragon, lost a lot of wizards killing the dragon, And like I said, it was a poor CC kill, but he didn't let that stop him. He just continued with the rest of his plan, just like he'd planned, and eventually led to a really successful attack and a 3-star. So guys, don't get discouraged if stuff goes wrong in the beginning, if a surprise Tesla pops up and your golem strays, or if you have, a bomb that you weren't expecting. Don't be discouraged by things going wrong. He sends in his golem there, the 2 golems, and this was really great because he's got his golems into the core, and then as they path around, they pretty much followed the exact same path of the hogs, and he was able to share the heal spell with the hogs and the golems as they're pathing around kind of clockwise in the core. So he ends up with almost both of his golems, one of his golems, I'm not sure, at full health at the end. So that was excellent, excellent heal spell sharing and pathing. There's the last one, and it's just clean up at that point. So again, note on that base, guys, problems happen, people make mistakes, everything does not always go according to plan. Don't let it discourage you. Number 16 here by Just Around. We're just going to show the beginning of this attack because there's some excellent. So he sends in one hog with one hog. The point of this is twofold. Number one, to get the CC, and number two, to check for bombs. Because if you look at this base for a little bit, while it's possible 3 bombs are inside the base, it's more likely that there's at least 1 or 2 external bombs. So he knows he's going to be sending all of his hogs in. So he wants to check for pathing to make sure that when he sends his main group of hogs in, that there is no bombs in the way. So you saw those 2 hogs that were there for pathing, and here comes the main group, exactly how he exactly how he did the first 2. He does the main group in a 2-finger drop, and he knows that that's clear because of the first 2. Next up is JCW bringing a kind of old school drag attack, which I really, really liked. He Zapquakes 1. Normally you Zapquake the furthest, but he has a different plan for the furthest one. And because he's bringing a heal spell for the hog group later on, he drops some troops there to lure out the CC so he's not fighting the clan castle and the air defense at the same time. He uses his king to go ahead and create a funnel, hastes in a bunch of loons, and then on the furthest air defense, he drops a heal spell to cover all those defenses, and he drops in a bunch of hogs to go and target that air defense, which is great for the dragons. Plus, it just cleared out that whole compartment of other defenses and will just speed up cleanup time. Plus, he got some extra great value out of those hogs because the dragons were then tanking other defenses, and the hogs went in and continued to wreck some defenses. So great old school there. If you have an exposed air defense, hogs are definitely an option. Good job to JCW there. Our last 3-star is going to be that of Hitman, bringing the kind of new, sort of becoming real popular in our clan. This is the Go Wipe replacement. So we've been calling it the Go We Va because it's, instead of P.E.K.K.A.s, it's Valks. It's pretty much the same style of attack. You're just substituting. So that's why I guess they named it like that. I personally, my official stance on this is I think it has a place at Town Hall 8, just like it does Go Wipe. It's very selective, kind of, and any attack strategy, I'm not singling out this one, but any attack strategy that does not use either loons or hogs, some sort of defense targeting troop, is, I think, by nature going to have a bit of a luck factor to it. Some people may disagree with me, some people may agree with me, but I think without those reliable defensive targeting troops, you're sort of open to a luck factor with pathing. But Hitman smashes it, way to go there, and at the end of the day, that is what matters. All right, our most heroic defense of this war goes to JD. Let's check it out. This one, like I said, they were a Go Wipe clan through and through. So this wasn't a particularly awesome attack, to begin with because it was only go wipe, but several fundamentals were violated here. Stacking up two golems on the same place is a big no-no because they're just going to tank the exact same defenses and they'll be subject to splash damage. Spread out your golems, have them tank multiple different defenses so you can create a better funnel. But he didn't even create a good funnel, probably because of the stacked golems. And what is that? Three of his P.E.K.K.A.s walk to the left, didn't even enter the base. Some wizards follow, and all they did was clear trash buildings. Inside the core, he dropped the poison, got the CC, some of it, but he didn't have a second poison spell, I think, for that witch. So she just kind of stayed in the core, kept spawning skeletons, and the queen, because she was several tiles away, did not jump, and she was able to just sit in that core compartment and pick off lots of stuff. As you can see, his P.E.K.K.A.s walked around the base and never really accomplished anything other than trash buildings. So key stuff, guys. Don't stack golems. Create a good funnel. Get your troops to go where you want them. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I'm sorry it was a little disappointing. The next war is definitely awesome. We beat a clan with a 21 war win streak. Hopefully I'll have that out in a couple of days. Very exciting. Look forward to that. As always, leave comments below. Let me know what you think about anything. Please leave a like and subscribe.